This video is on question 58 from the 2011 IMAT paper. In this question we're asked which answer correctly identifies the roles of the brain and of the pancreas in the normal physiological regulation of the concentration of glucose in the blood. So firstly, we know for sure that the pancreas has a role in regulation of concentration of blood glucose levels. So let's first think about what we know about the pancreas. Well, we know that there are clusters of cells in the pancreas called these islets of Langerhans, and that these are composed of two cell types. And what are they? They're alpha cells and beta cells. Now, what do we know about these cell types? Let's start with alpha cells. So what do? Alpha cells can detect blood glucose levels and then secrete glucagon to result in the blood glucose levels rising. So glucagon is released if blood glucose levels are detected as being too low. Next, we have beta cells. What do? Well, beta cells can also detect blood glucose levels and secrete insulin. Now, insulin is a peptide hormone released when the blood glucose levels are too high, and so causes the blood glucose levels to fall back to normal levels. So in A-level, there's not really any mention of the brain's role in the regulation of concentration of glucose in the blood. So we can probably assume that it has no role. And this is confirmed when we see this option here, option D, of the pancreas detecting both a decrease and an increase in blood glucose concentration. Well, we know it can do that, as we've previously said, with the alpha cells and beta cells being able to detect these changes in blood glucose concentration. And so we can see that our answer is row D, as this is the only row in which all of the options are completely correct. Some of the options are correct in the other rows, but not entirely. For example, it is true that for option C, it is true that the pancreas can secrete both glucagon and insulin, but it's not true that the brain is involved in detecting the increase or decrease in blood glucose concentration. And so our answer is D.